Oh, yo, what is going on, guys? What is going on? We are back with another jam-packed day of some NBA. We got a full slate today, not just two games, right? It's January 5th. So we are looking to get a good, strong five-man play today, five-man line. And I got just that for you today. But before we get started, down below is a code for PrizePicks. If you have never signed up for PrizePicks, drop that code in there and they will match you up to 100% match deposit, right? So you throw in 100, they're going to give you a free $100 to play with. And if you want, you can tell my plays, you can come up with your old plays, whatever you want to do, but you got free money to play with and experiment and really find your way in, right? And so make sure you use that code below if that's what you want to do. But let's get into yesterday's plays. As I said in yesterday's video, we had a 2-game slate. So I did warn to be cautious about what you put on yesterday's games, right? 2 games, a lot less player props to choose from. Not as many choices means you're just not finding the values you're going to find in some nights like tonight, right? So just to recap, we'll throw that up here. We got our we had our 5 plays here, right? We hit 3 out of 5 of those. So all in all, we got, I think when you win 3 out of 5 on PrizePicks, you get 40% of your entry back on a 5-man play. We did cash our 2-man, our top 2 plays at the top. You can see here, Paul, and we had Sohan, right? So we cashed both of those. So at the end of the day, I was still up on the day. I'm not sure how everyone else played these lines. You know, I said, like, always take what you feel is best. If you feel best playing 2-man plays, run with the 2-mans. If you want to do a combo like I do usually, then I usually bundle them up in multiple ways. I did come out in the green yesterday, but slightly, hardly any, just above in the profit. So not the biggest day, but like I said, 2-man slates, I usually back 2 to 3-man slates. I'm usually cutting back on what I put on for the day just because there's not enough variety. I'd rather wait on a day where there's a full slate just like today, right? So I'm looking forward to getting into these plays, and let's do that now. So starting off first, I want to get into DGF Daily Grind and just kind of let you see around the tool if you're unfamiliar with it, right? This is how I find my top plays, my top values every single day. I grab the lines that I feel like have the most value. I throw those into my spreadsheet and I start breaking those down, dissecting those lines based on matchups, trends, Vegas odds, everything, right? And you can see here, you can filter this, organize it in any different way you want. They have multiple sports books here. They just added Dabble here, I believe. Not too familiar with them, but you can organize it by odds that it hit. So these are your top positive EV plus plays, right? These are your top positive. One of our 5 plays today is actually on here. We'll go over that in a bit, but you can organize it. If you want to check a certain sports book, you can sort it here, right? So this is what I use every single day. So I can't say enough about it and how great of a tool it is. But if you are looking to sign up and you feel like this is something that might be useful to you, right? Below there's a code. Drop that code SHARK in there and they'll give you 25% off your first month just to see if you're a good fit for the site, you know, if it's for you. Let's jump into today's. We got a full slate on our hands today, so I'm excited. We got tip off at 6 o'clock Eastern Central my time. Sorry. And we got big spreader. We got Boston minus 13 against Utah. And a lot of good even spreads today. A couple of big ones though. We got the Cavs minus 9 against the Wizards. The Bulls minus 8. My team, the Rockets, you know, for Houston, we are a plus 3.5 against the Timberwolves. So that's going to be a good matchup. I'm going to be watching that one. We got Dallas minus 10. So full slate. But I want to jump into some of the plays of the day, and let's do that. So let's dive into our PrizePicks plays for the day. The way I normally do it is I go over my top 2 picks, and then after that, I'm going to give you my next 3 that I'm going to be bundling those up with. So my number 2 play on the day, and you know, if you've been watching, I like playing a lot of lines that are a little different, right? The other night I had LeBron James under a block. He hit that one. One of my favorite lines is the unders on turnovers, and I'm watching when certain players have certain matchups and I'm going after those, right? And it's been paying off. The under turnovers has been gold for me, but we don't have it every night. But tonight, one that I'm really liking is Marcus Smart on Memphis, under 1.5 steals. And let me get into this, why I like this play. The first reason is if we're looking at his last 5, right? So you want to factor in John Morant, right? John Morant didn't come back until the 19th against the Pelicans, I believe. He came back against the 19th, which is obviously going to cut down Smart's playing time. It hasn't cut it down a ton, but it has made a difference. So if we look at his last 5, right, he has gone under 3 out of his last 5, basically, with John Morant back. In his last 10, he was even going under. These games John Morant wasn't in, but he was still going under here. And so 60% his last 10, 60% his last 5 with John Morant back now. And they're in a matchup where they are the underdogs. They are +4 and +5. So I'm liking this matchup. And if we go through his 2023 season here, right, you can see his minutes. He was playing heavy minutes here, 39, 35, 36. But since Morant came back, which was this game, pretty much this game on, you can see here his minutes have dropped significantly. A couple of 29s, like I said, not the biggest drop, but they have gone down from what they were. And so I'm liking this play. And it's also a heavy juice line. Y'all know I love my heavy juice lines. Those are the only lines I go after because on PrizePicks, it does not matter if you have 5 plus 130s or 5 minus 130s. The payout is still the same. So you want to go over heavy juice lines here. And you can see on DGF here, they have this at a 53.33 odds to hit. And Caesars has this at a -139, Fliff -145, DraftKings -130. So heavy juice play here. I'm liking this one. I'm going to be rolling with this one for my number 2 play of the day. So let's dive in to our top play of the day now. It's going to be on the same game. We got Prince here, Torian Prince. We're going to be going less than 3.5 rebounds. But as I'm looking at the lines here, the line is actually completely gone, right? Is completely gone. I had under 3.5 rebounds. That was my play for this one. So that's the thing about, making these videos. Sometimes it takes me time, but looking at this now, the line is completely gone. But some of y'all play on underdog. Some of y'all, I play on underdog as well, parlay play. So you have other sites. So I still want to get you this line, and you can check and see if it's available anywhere else. So let's take a look on why I like this play as my top play of the day. Right. So first of all, they're playing Memphis, and you can see Memphis here. They're 30th in the league when it comes to points. So their offense is not very well. They play at a slower pace. A lot of this is because John Morant has been going all year. I'm sure their points per game is going to go up with him back, but just the time they are just not there, right? 106.9 points per game, lowest pretty much in the league, right? So Torian Prince, this is a play that I like, and a lot of it is depending on key injuries here. So Anthony Davis is a game time decision, but I was reading this morning and he is probable, and LeBron James is also a game time decision, but he is questionable at the moment, but there's a good chance I think he is going to play this game. So with those injuries aside, we can see here on his unders, his last 5, he has been at 60%. They played them one time this year and he hit the under, but historically Prince has not been a big rebounder, right? So you can see just for the year at this line under 3.5 rebounds, he is hitting at 65%. And going back to last year, he hit this line 80% of the times on the under. So historically, this is a good play as well, right? And I don't think it's going to be on DGF anymore because PrizePicks did remove it, which is unfortunate. Yep, but this was also a heavy juice play. It was, I believe when I put it in this morning, it was at about 52 to 53%. And the odds makers all had this -130 and up. So If you can get this play in, then that is great. You know, if you can get it in on any other site, even if they bring it down to a 3, it's worth potentially putting in, but then you have the chance for the push. And so that's on you. I was able to get 3.5, but this is a line I like. But since y'all might not be able to get this one in, let's go to my other plays, because these are still strong plays for me, and I really like these plays. So just jumping in here, let's go. Another interesting play, Hartenstein, right? This is a big guy in the paint, right? His block shots, I'm liking them more. And he is just a beast when it comes to, you know, getting those blocks. He got those long arms. He can extend. He can stretch out to the 3-point line to get a block. He can get a block in the paint. So this is a guy I really like when it comes to those blocks. And you can see some of his upside here, right? He had like over 4 blocks here. He had about 3 blocks here. Well, 5 and 3. So this is a play I like, especially against Philly. So this is going to be one of my plays that I'm bundling up with, right? And then let's get into the other ones. We got Jalen Williams here. On the Thunder, we're going the assist. We're going more. Typically an under guy, but I'm liking a couple of overs tonight. Big slate, a lot of variety. So I'm liking the more. And you can see his upside here. Games of 9, 5, and 6 recently. So I've done all the same type of research in these plays as I've done the first 2, right? I just don't go over them as in depth in the video because I don't want to make these videos too long. I want to get them out to you as soon as I can, because as you can see on the Prince line, the odds already changed. So I try to get these out as soon as I can, but sometimes that's just what's going to happen. So that's unfortunate. But our last play is Tobias Harris. We're going to be doing more than 23.5 on the points and rebounds. Liking this play as well. You can see he's been hot lately on this line, on his points and rebounds, 28, 26, 29, 34 here. So this is a strong play for me as well. Those are my 5 plays for the day. You know, 2 unders, the top 2 plays, and then the next 3 are going to be mores. So that's going to be it for my PrizePicks plays. Boom. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be our 5 plays for the day. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I do make videos like this every single day, breaking down my top 2 plays in depth, and then my next 3 plays that I'm going to be bundling that up with for the slate. Since the new year started, we started 3-0 basically. Yesterday, it was still green for me, right? I don't know how you played those lines. Everyone plays them different. It was still green for me, but slightly green. So to me, that's a winning day. So technically, I am 4-0 to start the year. With the first 3 days, we hit 4 out of 5 on every single line for those first 3 days of the year. We're looking to keep this rolling. Like I said, every single day, I'm giving y'all insights into what I'm liking, why I'm liking it, stats, trends, injuries, DZF, what odds they have it at. So you know you're getting a play backed by some analysis, backed by the odds makers, backed by all these different factors. I never just throw random plays out and put them out there, because I'm putting my own money on these plays as well. And the name of the game is winning long term. Like I said in the previous video, and I will keep saying, right? Win the day, win the week, win the month, win the year, little by little. Whether it's $1, whether it's 100, whether it's 500, whatever your unit is, slowly win every single day. And that's going to pay off in the long run, right? But that's going to be it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Y'all take it easy.